Um, can we talk a little bit about culture?
Okay.
Because you definitely stepped out of the norm of culture, and I want to know how that felt, how it was with your family, like all of that, like for people watching, because
Okay.
the people that want to do something different, but they feel stuck or they feel, I don't know, shame or
Yeah.
like it's just and I really applaud you for that. And one of the things I looked up to you, like starting at 19, like I know I would not have the balls to do that. So let's just clap for that.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, like I'm sure that people were just questioning everything. So yeah.
I had a very deep identity crisis.
Mm,
I didn't know how to be a proper Indian daughter, you know?
hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of the Journey Journals podcast. And I would like to introduce you to my first guest, Miss Dessica. Thank you so much for being a guest on here.
Honored.
Yes, I'm so excited. Yeah, it's kind of late, but we're here, we're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it.
Yes.
We said we're gonna do it.
Yes.
We're here.
Yeah. Thank you so much for saying
Of
yes. I'm
course.
so
I could never
excited.
not say yes to you.
Um, should I tell everyone how we met, or do you want to tell everyone?
Um, I think you should.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you should.
Okay. So, whenever I go on vacation, I get my lashes done because why not? And the person who was doing my lashes before, she was away, she was out of town and recommended Miss Dessica here. And went to her place. Right when I met her, I was like, oh shit. Her energy was just like so real, so authentic, so inviting, so warm. And like I was telling her, I'm like, I still even remember what you were wearing the first time I met you. Do
I
you were
don't
wearing
remember.
like these flowy pants with like a kind of a crop shirt, and you had butterflies in your hair. Your hair was like
Really?
with butterflies in
Oh,
it.
that's
Yeah, and I was just like,
Sarah.
I love her vibe. It's like bohemian kind of like, I don't know. It was nice. Yeah, I loved it. I was like, oh, I like her. Yeah, and kind of the rest is history, but yeah, just when you go to someone for a service, you start talking, getting to know them, and I'm all about energy, and I know you are too. And
Mhm.
when energy matches energy, it's just I don't know, you're like kind of screwed because it's
Magical.
yeah, it just yeah,
Magic.
yeah. So but enough about me. Um, I want you guys to hear about her and her to tell a little bit about her story because she's influenced my life. She's taught me so much. And yeah, I would be depriving the world if you guys didn't get to hear about her. I don't know. Do you want to start from like
Um,
you're growing up or?
well, let me just say first, thank you, Anna, for having me on your beautiful podcast.
Yeah.
Um, Literally speaking things into existence with you. So when, it's magic when you connect with somebody. Um, and like I was saying earlier, people like you come around very rare. So it's fine. So when I do meet people who I connect with like that, I keep them very close to my heart. So thank you for being you and everything that you do for everyone in the
Thank you.
community and your son and your family. And
Oh,
yeah,
thank
so
you.
inspiring. So yeah, I'm really grateful. Thank you for having me on.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Where should we start? When I
I don't
met
know.
Anna, that's not my first memory of you. My first memory of you is literally that day when you were like, I have to do a call. And I was like, I don't remember our first appointment like that,
Oh, really? I
like
do. I
thoroughly.
left my sweater there. And I was like, I guess I'm seeing her again.
That's funny. Yeah, people sometimes leave their stuff. I'm like, I meant to see you again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, that's what I remember. I just remember that day that you came in and it was late and you're like, I have to do this call. And I was literally like, why? God, are you showing me this right now?
Mhm.
Because I had literally just gone through a very like tower moment in my life at that time. And so I was a little bit lost in my purpose and like the things that I wanted to do. And I was like, felt like I was starting from ground zero. So for you to come in with your energy, it was like very, like it was a curveball, you know? It was like, what? Like I thought we were done here, you know? But yeah, I don't know, like where do you want me to, where do you want me to
Um,
start?
Actually, I don't know much about this part of you, so if I'm like, I'll be learning something new. Like, can you tell me your childhood, how you grew up, everything
Oh
about
wow.
that? Like, yeah.
I guess we never did talk about
I
that,
know a little
hey?
bit. I know a little bit, but I think it was like on the
Okay.
island, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, see?
I grew up in Nanaimo. I was born in Nanaimo. My parents, my mom came here when she was 11 years old with her brother. And then later, like my grandparents came and their siblings came. And then my mom got married when she was 17. They sent her to Fiji and she didn't know she was going to get married. And she saw the picture. She was just going to go meet my dad. And they sent her back to Canada because they were like, you need your parents' consent to get married.
Mm,
So then, anyways, all that happened. My parents got married. My dad moved to the island, and then me and my brother were born. So I spent most of my childhood on the island, even though we moved to the city, like my grandparents had their home there. So any
mm,
opportunity, of course, young parents are like, go to your grandparents' house, we got, my parents worked, they were immigrants.
mhm,
So they worked 9 to 5 jobs, not 9 to 5s actually. My mom worked night shift. So she would go to work at like midnight, 1 a.m. for 10-hour shifts. And then my dad would work like 6 a.m. So like I remember growing up like my parents not being home, my dad would call in the morning at 6:30, like wake up, me and my brother have to get out of bed and get ready. Like sometimes we had family members stay with us and they would be there,
mhm.
but a lot of the time it was just like me and my brother. So like,
I totally had the same
right,
thing. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was that. And that was in Vancouver and then I moved around. I moved to Surrey. I moved back to Vancouver as I got older. High school, Vancouver and Surrey. Changed schools a lot. I hung out with people my parents didn't want me to hang out with. So they're like, you gotta change schools. Like, it's really funny when you're like that age, how your parents tend to blame other people for your mishaps.
Yeah.
So I was also like being Indian and being a girl, and it's just a little different pressure.
Hmm.
You're trying to learn who you are, and you're trying to like in Western culture too, in the first generation Canadian, it's like, okay, we're just trying to figure it out.
Hmm.
A little bit of a identity like crisis. Right. And like growing up in Vancouver, all my friends were all immigrants too. So they like, I had friends that were literally from Hong Kong, from Korea, from Vietnam, Taiwan. None of them spoke English.
Hmm.
And I was like the only one who spoke English. So like I had to kind of be the mitigator for everyone. It's like,
You were the translator?
yeah, ish, kind of. We
Yeah.
knew what we were saying sometimes,
Yeah.
for the most part. Like we
Yeah.
would just play together. So yeah, growing up in East Van, like
Oh my gosh, I did
mhm,
too.
yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
What about?
I think Skeena area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, like more close to Killarney. Yeah.
Like in Nanaimo,
Oh,
actually.
Nanaimo.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not too far. I was like Knight and 57
Okay.
area.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, grew up there, moved to Surrey, and then um worked. My first job was when I was 14.
Go on.
So yeah, my family had some challenges, like health challenges and stuff. So I had to get a job young. And I was the shyest, most quietest girl. Like my teachers used to get mad at me because they'd be like, we can't hear you. Like you're so quiet. Like
Hmm.
my voice was so small. And I was really shy. Like I didn't really like to be, noticed. I was like, I'll just be here.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. Like, where was I going with this?
What was it? What was your first job?
Oh, my first job. Yeah, so it was door-to-door sales.
No wonder. I'm kidding.
Horrible. I don't know how my parents like actually let me do that, where a random van, a white van would pick us up and drop us off in a random neighborhood,
What?
and we'd have to go sell the Vancouver Sun and
Okay.
province like subscriptions.
Yes.
Like, how did they let me do that? I don't know. I remember being attacked by a crow one time. It was really scary. So I had like a crow thing for a while. I was like, okay,
I still do. I have a thing
really?
too with crows. I'm like, don't look into their.
Oh, no, now I'm like a little bit cool with them. Like we're like homies, but like back then I was like, what? So I did that, and then when I turned 15, I was able to get a job with my cousin. She was working at Spring Shoes. So I didn't have
The
to,
retail game.
yeah. So then I went into retail for 5 years, and then 19, I quit retail completely. I hated it. You know, I was promoted to key holder, wasn't getting paid enough for what I was doing. We had a new boss come in. It was just horrific, horrific. I like the first time I had to really stand up for myself in life, you know, was like at a job. Like for like, I'm not doing this. Here's the key. Like I'm done. Um, I got rehired in the retail industry for like maybe less than a year, and then um yeah, challenges at home, and again like just that identity thing. Like I really was feeling like I wasn't allowed to do anything. I wasn't like I would try to be honest with my parents, you know, and tell them things, and they'd be like, no, you can't go, like you can't do this, you can't do that. So it was just really hard, and I really wanted like to just my freedom, you know.
Right.
So I met my boyfriend and I ran away for like the eighth time or something. And
Miss Rebellious.
since that day, I never went back,
Mm.
you know. And then so through that, like I went to school for makeup before all that happened. So as I'm working retail, I went to school for makeup. So I had my certification and I wanted to do special effects, but that also didn't happen because the industry was changing. CGI and stuff was coming out.
Mm.
So the place that I was supposed to work like shut down. And I was like, I don't really like beauty makeup. So I just started doing like random jobs. I started a cleaning company. It's cleaning
Okay, I did not know
downtown.
that.
Yeah, I was cleaning downtown. Lived downtown, the West End by
Mm.
the beach. It was great.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was a different life, totally, because you know when you're down there, you don't sleep. So yeah, I would literally take pre-workout and go clean houses.
And pre-workout back then, I think it had like ephedrine or some
Yeah, something
shit. I mean,
crazy.
your heart would be like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
needed it. I would
yeah.
be out like cleaning houses and
That'd be your workout.
yeah, yeah, doing all type of odd jobs, like cutting down like grow ups, like all kind of stuff, you know, back in the day.
Hmm.
So.
I feel you.
Yeah, did that. And then at 23, I think, 23 years old, I discovered the industry of network marketing.
Hmm.
Yep, I sure did. And a friend that I was friends with in high school, she was one of my best friends. She had posted on Facebook, and like Facebook and stuff was kind of still new then. We didn't have socials like that deep, you know?
Hmm.
So she had posted on Facebook, like, who wants to go to Disneyland? And I was like, I want to go to Disneyland. Like, I want to travel. Like, and I was just doing it because it's Facebook and you're just making a comment. I
Yeah.
wasn't like, well, I was really down, but still, you know,
Yeah.
like, I don't know how it's going to happen. I'm broke, you know, I got rent to pay. Like, so yeah, I messaged that and then she was like, oh, like, you should meet my friend. You know, we're going to Disney and it's a group trip and blah, blah. I was like, okay, cool. So I ended up meeting this couple. They had lived downtown. At that time, I think I had moved like up to Joyce area.
Hmm.
And I met this couple and they're like, we're launching this company in Canada. We're the head of the Canada district. And I was like, oh, like, what is it? Right? It's like a travel company, travel club. So I was like, oh, travel? Like I can travel and make money?
Mm. You're like, I know.
Who doesn't love
I
travel?
know,
And who
exactly.
doesn't want to make money?
Nobody.
Right?
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, I traveled, but I did not make money for like 4 or 5 years.
Oh, fuck.
I went to every single convention. And the reason being was like, so my partner, he's American, so we used to go down to the States a lot. And a lot of the events would happen in like Bellevue. And so it was an
Mm.
opportunity for us to go down, go to Bellevue, go to a regional event, and like, just it's work, so let's go, right? So I remember going to the regional event, and there was a woman that spoke at that event, and she had to be like she was probably like 33, 34,
Hmm.
you know? And I remember she had a blue dress on. I remember that blue dress.
Hmm.
And she shared her story, and it brought the entire like auditorium to tears. It was like one of those church auditoriums. There had to be like maybe like 200 people there
Hmm.
ish,
Yeah.
you know? Everyone was in tears because she just like her story of, you know, her life. And now she's making 10K a month traveling and
Yeah.
raising her family. It's like, wow, like I can do that. I can speak and like I can speak in front of the room and get paid for it. This is legit. This is
Hmm.
sweet. I want to be on that stage,
Hmm.
Like the way that that company's culture, the way they built people's dreams, like it put something in my soul,
Yeah.
like ignited what I had. So prior to that though, like I missed this part.
Mm.
When I was 16 years old, my dad and we didn't have a good relationship that much. And so one day he came upstairs to my room. He's like, we're gonna go watch a movie. You have to bring a notebook. And
I
like,
know what this is.
yeah, he's like, you have to bring a notebook. And I'm like, what? Like, what kind of movie do you go to? You bring a notebook? Like, what is this guy on? Like, whatever. Like, I guess I have to go. Like, my dad's.
Hmm.
So I kid you not, Anna, we literally go to like where I live now in the theater room and watch the movie The Secret.
Mm.
And I was taking notes and I told myself, like, if this is real, life's about to get really, really
Mm.
good, And so all of that led to like me being at this position in this room. And that's like after all those years, like I've been studying it, I would listen to audios and I would read books, all these different things.
Hmm.
Um, but when I was in that space, it was my first time that I got exposed to like the event portion of it. Because Bob Proctor, he was in the movie The Secret, and I remember one of his audios, he said, like, when you get to go to events and you get addicted to those seminars because like you'll go over and over and over again because it's an addiction. And I remember thinking to myself, like, I don't have access to go to these expensive seminars. Like, what? Like, I'll never be able to do that. So, like, I guess it is what it is. And then, yeah, we started going to the seminars, and the tickets were like, what, $50 or less, and we would go. And yeah, and I saw Wanda, and I was like, I want to do what she does.
Hmm.
So through that, like I still had to make money.
Hmm.
So I was like, okay, what can I do? I got into the lash industry. I was like, there's a good chunk of money I can make there, so that's cool. The money rolling with that. I had the audacity to charge $125 as a new lash tech.
Mm.
Classic sets. That took me 6 hours. It looked like nothing when you opened your eyes. Yeah, the audacity.
No, man. When there's conviction,
It
it's
wasn't conviction at that point. Like, thank you for your support.
I because when you
When
talk
it's
to me, I'm like,
conviction.
I don't know
No,
any
babe, it
different.
was actual delusion. And like literally like
Sometimes you gotta go Delulu.
I was working from home from my living room, like working through all of the challenges of what it takes to be a lash artist, people's lashes falling out, having to pay them back, like trying to pay rent at the same, like all the things. Um, but I was still pursuing network marketing through all of that. And like I skipped a whole bunch of part where like the way that I really got introduced to the industry, but anyways, this was that. I guess World Ventures was like my third or fourth exposure to the industry and my second company that I had actually joined.
Hmm.
I did that for 4 years as same time I'm building my clientele and doing the things. And then the economy's changing, right? Went through a very, very dark time period in my spiritual journey. Uh, my soul was feeling very drained from just like giving so much of myself, you know? And so went through like a huge awakening and I was like, something has to change. And literally like that's when like I got like evicted from my apartment and I had to move and then I had to like rebuild my business when I moved to Surrey and then I was like starting from zero again and I quit old ventures because I realized I was like I didn't make any money. I spent all this money. I literally made my boyfriend like blow credit cards to like go to these events. Like we need to rent a car, like we need a hotel, like but also stayed in like places that probably like when they were like convention life, like you make it,
Hmm.
we made it, girl. We, like I remember one time we stayed in Dallas and it was like my family friend my dad's like friend, they owned a motel like
Yeah.
in Dallas. Like, yeah, yeah. Anyways, it wasn't like a nice motel. It was just, just there were just rooms. We just had to stay there because we didn't, and it was like 1 hour away from convention center. Like
Hmm.
we would do the hour drives because we are like, it's cheap.
Hmm.
It's fine. We're gonna make it to convention. So, anyways, I had quit, and then I was like, I'm done. Literally the next day is when this girl that I like, Rebecca, like I don't know her that well,
Yeah.
but at that time reaches out to me and says, you don't have to sell a recruit. So I was like, I want to see what it is. Signed up for the academy. And again, like I realized that anytime that I go through a really challenging thing,
Hmm.
it's always an open door of opportunity right after that. Like
Hmm.
it's the biggest blessing that comes after like those series of
Yeah.
challenges, you know?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so crazy. So that happened, and then for 4.5, what is it, 2018, 19, 20, 21, almost 5 years, I was learning how to trade and I built an organization in a network marketing company. And it was the first time that I made money.
Hmm.
Through COVID, I was earning residual income,
Hmm.
thank God, because I couldn't do lashes.
Hmm.
So
That's right.
yeah, yeah.
That's right.
And I was working from home. Like I couldn't have people coming to my house. I thought I was gonna get in trouble. They had shut down all the salons. Like
Yeah, that's true.
I was like, I can't be doing even undercover. Like I have to put my all into this business right now because
Hmm.
I don't have any other source of income other than skip the dish, which we were doing skip the dish too.
Hey, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
How was that?
Um, it was good in Burnaby, but when we moved to Surrey, it was horrid.
Why?
Because in Surrey, people were ordering like one burger. So the call would be like $4. And like things out
Oh.
here is like so far. But in Burnaby, it was like we were doing North Burnaby and some Vancouver because we lived in Joyce. So we had both
Uh-huh.
jurisdictions. So we would get a lot of families and like late night dinner orders, like big orders. So we would get more money,
Hmm.
Surrey, not it. So I was like, okay, I really have to make this business work.
Hmm.
We helped as an organization. Oh, bless everybody on that team. Just freaking angels. Oh my God. Like, yeah. We helped 18 families earn residual income,
Love that. Love that.
multiple and multiple families, like sons and parents,
Love that.
daughters and parents, a couple of my uncles as well. And it was the best experience I've ever had. Like, but also the most hardest, you know?
Oh.
Yeah, And then in 2022, we went to a convention in West Palm, and I had reached the accolade that I dreamed of reaching since I joined the industry. And you go to seminar and they always put that vision in your head where like one day you'll be here with your family and
Mm,
your friends and those people that you love the most and they'll be standing there beside you. And I experienced that. I went to convention in 2022 in Palm Beach. Beautiful, beautiful place. Like so nice. Um, my mom, my dad, my partner, my best friend, two of my best friends at the time, a random prospect that's like so close to my heart now, like a friend that I met, and I never met her. I met her on social media,
mm,
and she lived in Pennsylvania, and she met us in Florida for a convention,
that's pretty cool.
and she stayed with us.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Like, and then also, one of my friends had another friend come and stay with us too, and he was really cool. And he had flew in from Chicago, and I remember that moment, like being in that room, like wow, like
Yeah.
and it was so cold. Oh my God, I hate when if you guys go to convention,
You
like
bring a freaking sweater. They always
dude,
tell you.
bring a jacket.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
in
And a blanket.
in Houston, we brought our parka jackets,
Yeah.
and people were looking at us like, I'm like, no, it's freaking cold,
Yeah,
dude.
it
Like,
is. It is.
like you must be from Canada. Like, it's cold in here. You want to freeze? I don't want to freeze. But I just remember it was just like freezing. But yeah, I just remember being in that room, like, wow, like I really did this. And like when I came back from when we came back from that trip, everything just fell apart. Everything, like in my life and like everything. Like my boyfriend had to move. We lost our business because things were happening in the company, things were changing, and we were just trying to hold it together and we couldn't. And we tried and we tried and we tried. And that's around the time I met you in March.
Sorry.
No, it's not. What do you mean? No, I'm saying like every time something crazy like that
Mhm.
happens, it's like
Yeah.
better things happen,
Hmm.
come from that.
It's all a learning experience. It's like, why is this happening to
Mhm.
me? Oh, it's because something's gonna come out of it, right?
It's happening for you,
Yes. Yeah.
not
It's up
to.
to you. Yeah. I see this. I feel the exact same way.
Um,
Um, Can we talk a little bit about culture?
okay.
Because you definitely stepped out of the norm of culture, and I want to know how that felt, how it was with your family, like all of that, like for people watching, because
Yeah.
the people that want to do something different, but they feel stuck or they feel, I don't know, shame or
Yeah.
like it's just and I really applaud you for that. And one of the things I looked up to you, like starting at 19, like I know I would not have the balls to do that. So let's just clap for that.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, like I'm sure that people were just questioning everything. So yeah.
I had a very deep identity crisis.
Mm,
I didn't know how to be a proper Indian daughter. I
hmm
just, it was weird because like growing up, we were always, if you're an Indian, like they're like, go dance for everybody, go dance, you're
hmm
little, be cute, learn how to dance to the Bollywood songs.
hmm
And then around 16, that's what I was still doing, dancing. And then I remember doing this dance, and my uncle played the song yesterday, so random, at my cousin's party. And I was like, I haven't heard this song in so long. And I remember my mom coming in my room, like, you can't dance anymore. And I was like, what? She's like, I don't want you to dance anymore. She's like, you're getting older now, like you shouldn't dance. And I was like, okay. And it's challenging when you're a woman and an Indian woman and you're used to seeing the movies and what's your role, how you're supposed to look and dress and when you're turning into a woman. So like you think that's like you're supposed to be sexy and you're supposed all these standards you have to meet, but you're supposed to be modest and you're supposed to be pretty and you're supposed to be like happy, but you're not supposed to speak your mind, and like you have all these different rules and nothing, everything's so contradicting.
Hmm.
And so I was like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do then, you know? So I would write a lot. Um, I would write a lot, spend a lot of time in my room.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, it was Rapunzel life. Legit, you
Well, you
know.
have the hair for it, so.
But it was hard. I didn't know, you know, and I think that's where I was like, I can't even be myself at home. Why would I want to live here?
Hmm.
You know, didn't have good relationships with my parents, and I know they were doing it from a place of protection, you know, now that I look back, and obviously, and I wasn't like the most angel either. You know, I know that. Like now I look at myself sometimes and I'm like, you were a little wild child,
Hmm.
but just a low key one, you
Hmm.
know? Um, so like I get it. I know why they were the way that they were, but it was also like I was also the way that I was because of the way that they were. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
It was like it was kind of weird that way.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I just decided to put my happiness first. I said I'm either gonna be sad here or I'm in a struggle and see what happens out there,
Hmm.
you know? Um, so yeah, everybody like, oh my God, people, the rumors, people would say stuff, you know, make up all kind of weird things. And so I would barely come around my family. I'd come around here and there, but barely. I remember one time my grandparents had come from Australia and like they tried to hide, like my parents tried to hide the fact that I moved away, but like they couldn't when my grandparents came, you know?
Hmm.
And so I remember like going, it was somebody was getting married or something. Anyways, I remember like my grandparents being there and I was like not carrying. I had the shorter shorts on with my back out, like the
Hmm.
halter top, like, and I was going to the gym every day because I didn't have a shower in my place that I lived.
What?
So I had to go to the gym every day. So girl, she was like looking good, you know? And like my boyfriend really took care of me. Like I'm really lucky that way that I had somebody who actually like cared about me and like never got me into drugs or like, you know, anything crazy like that. I wasn't a heavy drinker ever, like barely drank, like
Hmm.
didn't party like that. You know, we went out and hung out. I drink here and there, but I would never get belligerent. Like, you know, he
Hmm.
taught me and the role models that I had because of the age gap and his friends and his female friends, like I saw their demeanor and I was like, I'm trying to be that, you know,
Yeah.
trying to be a lady always, you know.
Yeah.
But like at home when I would come back to like around my family, I was still a lady and they saw that, but I would just dress how I wanted to dress, you
Hmm.
know, and I would just always be the prettiest one there, like not to brag, but you know, I took care of myself. I was going to the gym. None of my cousins in our culture, they don't do that. You know, they
Hmm.
don't go to the gym and take care of their bodies. And, you know, especially that young, you just don't have that awareness, especially that time. You know, now it's a little different because,
Hmm.
you know, the younger girls are a little smarter.
Hmm.
You know, back then we weren't. We were
Yeah.
just like, we're just cute. So,
Yeah.
um, but I was going to the gym and doing all the things. And so, yeah, there was a lot of backlash, a lot of like random cousins like reaching out to me, like, oh, you know, my dad said this, that you're like the biggest drug dealer and this, like all these weird stuff, like just weird things,
Hmm.
you know?
Hmm.
I was like, oh, you got kicked out of the house. I'm like, they didn't kick me out. I ran away. Like, whatever you guys are talking about and belief or whatever. And it's so crazy. And like, I don't know who's going to listen to this, but like, I'm just going to be honest. Um, Everyone that had something to say really experienced a lot worse
Hmm.
and had to go through different challenges, you know, because of their judgment.
Hmm.
So it was kind of crazy. Like now that I look back, you know, I'm just like, wow, like a lot of people had always had things to say about you, and
Mhm.
people still have things to say about me, you know? Like, I know that.
Mhm.
And I think that's what it kind of fuels me a little bit, let the haters hate, you know? But I also want the best for everybody. Like, I do try to still love on other people, but like you were saying earlier, if it's not reciprocated, I can't do
Mhm.
it, you know? So it's hard. It's still hard. You know, my grandma was the first one to say like bring your boyfriend to your aunt's wedding so he can meet everybody. It's been this long, like you guys should, you know, you should meet everyone. You guys have been together, like you're doing well. You look like you're doing well, you know. I
Mhm.
always have all the like fly shit. Been a fly girl always, you know.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I paid my rent, never asked my parents for money. We worked our way, you know, and it's hard. It's so hard. And there's like this sense of pride you have too, you know, you want to make your parents proud, but then it's like you already feel like you haven't. So you're still trying, you know?
Mhm.
And I think that's a part of like my drive where I'm like, hey, like I want to be able to take care of them and have them retire and, you know, like all the things that you think becoming a doctor or a lawyer or you know if I was to see my future and if I never made the decision to leave I would have been fat and married and had like 5 kids. I see it, it's scary, I don't want that.
Which is fine.
Which no, I mean
But like it's not yours.
that
Or
it was
it's not.
that was a timeline that I collapsed. I was like no,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I don't think I would have the self-awareness and the self-love enough. You know,
Hmm.
I'd be going through what a lot of people I see in my culture go through, like just early divorces and like making decisions because they want to escape their situation at home and like,
Or staying.
or staying,
Hmm.
you know? So like, because like in the Indian culture, a lot of girls get married because they can only move out if they live with their husband,
Mm.
you know? So they make those decisions. So like, yeah, stepping out of the status quo, it's not easy, but I had to put my happiness before anyone else's. And I knew if I didn't, I would probably kill myself.
Mm.
It was like that
Mm.
deep, you know?
And that's why like I commend you for like you're a different type of person, you know? And I'm not tell like we're not telling you guys to like fucking move out or do
No.
whatever, but like I just know a lot of people can resonate with you, and um yeah, you can help a lot of people. Yeah.
Thank you, you know?
Um but how is it now? Because I know it's totally different now.
It is totally different now. It's so different
Yeah.
now.
Like how's your relationship with your family?
Oh my God, amazing.
Yeah.
So good. It's so good. My immediate family, like, I'm so blessed. I am so close with my dad, building my relationship with my mom. Um, my
You're
brother,
he's dope.
Angel.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the best, you
Yeah.
know? Um, yeah, it's better now. I think too, as everyone's getting older and, you know, people like my cousins and stuff, a lot of them are younger than me, so seeing them make different choices in their life and whether I get the credit for it or not, it's
Hmm.
cool, you know. Sometimes it's like a little bit like, okay, but it's okay. I just want them to be happy, you know. I want them to make choices for themselves to be happy and um, know that they can do anything, you know. And so, yeah, I have an amazing support system. Like they love my partner, they adore him, they ask for him more than they ask for me, you know. They're like,
He's pretty cool.
yeah. So, um, yeah, it's different. I live on my own still. Actually, my mom came over yesterday. They don't come over to my place often. It's just, I don't know. I don't have an entertainment. Like, I don't have a dinner table, so we can't have dinner at my place, you know? Um, but my mom came over yesterday and she was like, I had to do her hair. And she's like looking at all my stuff. She's like going, looking at the things. She's like, there's no dust here. I was like, okay. She's like, you have a lot of stuff. I was like, I
That's still
know,
something that mom would,
right?
yeah, she's like,
She's like, it's so clean. I was like, well, I gotta keep it clean. I live here. Like,
they think that like when you like move, you're like everything's gone to shit,
you
right?
know, I mean, my room is a little hectic right now. I'm not gonna lie, but like, you know,
It's like, how did they survive without us?
yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just funny. But yeah, like things are different now. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the journey. I don't regret anything,
Hmm.
you know. It's hard. And yeah, it's like, but being in those spaces where you're like, it's either I die, like my back is against the wall, you know, it's either I die or I make a decision to do a hard thing.
Oof.
Like that is not,
Hmm.
it's not easy
Hmm.
when you have an easy way out. Do you know what I mean? So it was like, okay, I don't know what's on the other side of this journey, but whatever it is, I'm gonna take the risk.
Hmm.
You know, I have enough faith in whatever, because that time I didn't know, like I didn't have a relationship with God like that. I didn't wasn't as spiritual, aware of my spirituality. Do you know
Hmm.
what I mean? So like I didn't know. I was just like I'm just taking a leap of faith.
Yeah. Um, what do you want people to know about you that you haven't said yet? Sorry.
That I haven't said yet. Okay,
Hmm.
like on the thing. Okay. Okay. I'm actually a very introverted person. Um, it was really challenging for me to get into business and interact with the world, but I knew that I had to do it because I wanted a successful network marketing business.
Mm.
And my boyfriend used to literally like push me like this, like go, like with this energy, you know, like go talk to that
Sometimes
person, you
it's
know.
what you need. Like
I
the
needed it, and I'm so
yeah.
so grateful. And he's such a like extrovert, like he talks to everybody, and
Mm.
um,
Think I can get him on the pot?
yeah, totally. He'd be so down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be so down. He
Okay.
like his story is so good. Like
Yeah.
he should can write several books. His
Hmm.
story is so good. I've heard it for many, many years, and I keep hearing it when people ask him about his life, and it's like that's why he's so resilient, and that's why it makes him the person who he is, you know, he has such a good heart. But yeah, he's a big reason why I also like I'm pursuing like a bigger goal, you know, like I owe him like what I owe him, like I can't even repay him for what he's done for me, you
Hmm.
know, it's like unreal.
That's beautiful.
So yeah,
I love
like
that.
he really pushed me to step outside of my comfort zone, and like he's taught me to not judge people. And it's not about what people have, it's like it's their heart. And if you move like that through life, like obviously, like all of that is a part of my upbringing too, but to have him and see him as an example to amplify that for
Mm.
me and put that belief in me that, oh, you can do anything you put your mind to, like you can do it. Like when I
Hmm.
was doing those presentations in my living room with the TV literally there and people here. He bought me a mic because my voice was so quiet. Like
Mm.
I went to a speech course to like work on this, to activate this voice, you
Mm.
know, like and that was with my first with World Ventures, like some other leaders they had put on a course. And it was a couple that worked with Tony Robbins
Mm.
and they launched Tony Robbins here in Vancouver.
Yeah.
So it was them that I got to work with, and I did that workshop with them. And yeah, so just that, like you can do anything you put your mind to and your heart to. And even if you don't believe that you can do something and you don't know if there's a way, there's always a way. As long as you're moving with like a pure heart and good intention and you want the best for other people, like God will always put you and give you the best of the best, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. Um, Okay, there's a few questions that I'm going to ask everyone that comes on here,
Okay.
and I'm going to ask you. They're just random questions, and
Okay.
okay, I wrote them down because I just in case. Okay, if you were a superhero, who would it be?
Oh, oh gosh. Oh my God.
Or if you could have a superpower.
Or if I can have a superpower.
Mm.
Be you.
What? No.
Does that count? I'd be
No.
you. I'd be Superwoman. I'd be doing all multifaceted
You already
things,
are.
but like more. Like you.
No. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
babe. Like what? You
Thank
do it
you.
all and you have a kid. Like I have no excuse.
No,
You
don't say
know,
that.
like it's crazy. Yeah.
Thank you. You guys. You're gonna make me cry. Stop. You already cried earlier today. We don't need that again. Okay. What is your favorite snack you can't live without? Because you know I love food.
Ooh, that I can't live without.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Lately,
Hmm.
I hyperfixate on stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so there's not something that I can't live without. I'll hyperfixate.
Mhm.
And lately, it's been like pepperoncinis wrapped with prosciutto.
What's a pepperoni?
Do you know those? Remember in Quiznos how they used to get
Oh,
those?
the jalapeno?
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
wrapped with prosciutto. I can eat like eight of those. Like,
I would never have thought. Is there a dip? Because I'm a dip girl.
there isn't a dip, but you could do it like a garlic dip.
Hmm.
Mm.
Okay, you guys hear that? Um, okay. Because I used to ask this before too on lives.
Okay.
If you could take one Arbonne product on you on an island, what would it be?
On an island. Mm, my protein shakes.
Really?
Yeah.
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 What flavor though?
I like chocolate. I love the chocolate one.
Mm.
Obsessed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chocolate protein shake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, okay, and last thing, where can people find you? What?
People can find me in the ethers, floating around in the sky. Instagram, Dessica.Rani, Rani. TikTok, same thing, but Instagram or just search Dessica. I'll probably pop up.
But hey, in case they cannot hear, how do we spell your name? Because this is
So all my life, every time I introduce myself,
yes.
I'm like,
We should have started with
oh
that.
yeah, like hi, I'm Jessica. Oh hi Jessica, nice to meet you. Sometimes I let it be because I'm like,
You
okay, I'm probably
shouldn't.
never gonna like meet you again, so it's fine. But Dessica, so just like Jessica, but with a D.
Mm, you
Yeah.
hear that? Okay. And
Okay.
can we talk about a little bit about the Goddess Collective really
Oh my
quick, if we
God,
could? Okay.
yes, of course. Oh my God. So the Goddess Collective was created by myself and my business partner, my best friend, my sister, Chelsea Carvery. And we created this space because coming from the industry of network marketing,
Hmm.
we saw a lot of the stigma that comes with the space of like the cross recruiting and oh, if you're in this business, then, you can't sit with us and like
Hmm.
a lot of that. So we really wanted to create a space where anybody could come. And also, we're both in the beauty industry. So where anybody could come, where we could empower women and create a network and really grow community because community has been so important to us.
Hmm.
And we really experienced that with IM and like through COVID and stuff like that, really being in person and then doing an online community. Like we really got to experience that firsthand. And so it's really close to our heart. And then we also were a part of the Global Information Network and we got to go to an event called Family Reunion. And it was just immaculate. And like being in that space and that energy with all those people and just seeing like the support that comes and the magic that comes when you create a mastermind
Hmm.
and an energetic field with other like-minded people, it's so powerful. And so it started with both of us, and we're just like, let's see like who we attract. And if something comes from this, cool. And if,
Mhm.
and we went through the hurdles, like we had people come and go and people we didn't resonate with, and we had to filter through a lot. And like then we manifested you and we manifested like Soleil. And,
Mhm.
now Lana's come into the space and like Mercedes and like, yeah, it's just been so good. It's been unreal. I'm so happy. You can find us at the Goddess Collective Network on Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to the angels.
Shout out to the angels
Yeah.
always. Our
Yeah.
support system is so integrated. It's such a blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I don't even know, we literally one time talked like, oh, I didn't even realize like 6 hours straight. And we're like, oh my goodness. So I could literally talk to her all day.
I could talk to you all day.
But we'll cut it off here and you never know, we'll probably be back. But thank you so much for your time.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for sharing with everyone. Thank you for being vulnerable and like spilling your heart because I could feel it when you're talking, and I'm sure you guys will too. So thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you for holding space always and
Yes.
being a safe space. And I'm so excited to watch more episodes and meet more of your circle and the people that inspire you because I know you inspire so many people as
Oh,
well. So,
thank you.
I'm
Yes,
grateful for our relationship
thank
and yeah,
you.
so beautiful.
Yes, so
Yeah.
please send this out to everyone. If you liked it, like it, subscribe, comment. Yeah, thank you guys for listening.
Looking forward for more.
Yes, okay,
Okay, bye.
bye.